You know what's wild? When a website changes its domain name, it's like trying to notify thousands of friends that you've moved. Except these friends are scattered across every corner of the internet, and getting the message wrong could cost millions in lost traffic.
That's such a fascinating way to think about it. And I imagine the stakes are pretty high when major companies attempt this digital relocation.
The stakes are huge. We're talking about potentially losing years of SEO value, countless backlinks, and massive amounts of traffic if it's not handled perfectly. You know what's really interesting? About 70% of domain migrations actually result in some form of traffic loss in the first month.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty sobering statistic. So, what's the secret to being in that successful 30%?
Well, it all starts with this incredibly precise technical setup. Think of it like building the foundation of a house. You need these things called 301 redirects for every single page, which basically act like digital forwarding addresses.
Hmm. So, it's not just a matter of pointing the new domain to your website and calling it a day?
Not even close. Here's what's fascinating. You need to create this intricate map of every single page on your site, then set up individual redirects for each one. And get this, major websites often have thousands or even tens of thousands of pages to manage.
That sounds like an enormous undertaking. How do companies even begin to tackle something that complex?
You know what's really clever? The most successful companies use this three-phase approach. First, they do all the technical setup, redirects, canonical tags, search console verification. Then they create this prioritized list of everyone who links to them, from major news outlets down to small blogs.
So, it's kind of like creating a VIP list for a party, right? Some guests need special attention?
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. Studies show that personalized outreach to high authority sites can increase link update rates by up to 80% compared to mass emails. But you got to be strategic about it.
Tell me more about this strategic approach. What makes it so effective?
Well, imagine you're moving to a new house. You'd probably tell your closest friends and family first, right? In the digital world, those VIPs are government sites, major news outlets, and high traffic industry blogs. These links can carry up to 10 times more SEO value than regular backlinks.
That's fascinating. But what about all the smaller sites that might be linking to you?
Here's where it gets really smart. Successful companies create this dedicated press update page on their website with all the new information. It's like having a digital welcome packet that anyone can access. And get this, sites that use this approach see about 40% higher link update rates.
You mentioned earlier about traffic loss in the first month. How do companies monitor and manage that transition period?
That's actually one of the most crucial parts. You need to watch your traffic patterns like a hawk for at least 60 to 90 days. The most successful migrations use a combination of tools to track everything from search rankings to referral traffic patterns.
And I imagine timing is pretty critical in all of this.
Oh my gosh, yes, the timing has to be perfect. You know what's really interesting? Data shows that companies who complete their technical setup before any announcements see about 50% fewer issues during the transition.
That makes so much sense. It's like making sure your new house is fully furnished before hosting a housewarming party.
Exactly. And here's another fascinating detail. The most successful domain migrations often happen in phases. They might start with a soft launch to a small percentage of users, then gradually scale up as they confirm everything's working properly.
That's such a smart approach to managing the risk. What's the biggest mistake companies make in this process?
Well, you know what's really surprising? The biggest failures often come from rushing the communication phase. Companies spend all this time on the technical setup, but then don't give their partners enough time or information to update their links.
So it really comes down to finding that perfect balance between technical precision and clear communication?
That's exactly it. And here's the thing, when done right, these migrations can actually become opportunities for growth. Some companies have reported up to a 15% increase in organic traffic after a well-executed domain change.
That's incredible. Any final thoughts on what makes these transitions successful?
You know what it really comes down to? Treating it like a major project with both technical and human elements. The most successful migrations are the ones where companies remember they're not just moving files and links, they're relocating relationships and trust that they've built across the internet. Hey, to contact me, use the secure contact form on guyrcook.com. If you like this content, found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe for more valuable content on digital marketing and other things. It's a wrap.